One of the coolest things discovered last week is baby shark, like from the song. Great white sharks obviously start out as babies, but nobody had ever captured a baby one on camera. Until now. Last July, wildlife photographer Carlos Guana took this footage. Just a few days ago, he and biologist Philip Stearns published on the footage, confirming that this is, at long last, photographic imagery of a newborn great white. They estimate that in this footage, this baby was less than 24 hours old, and it was about 1.5 meters long, which is like the size of a small adult or average 11-year-old human, which sounds really big for a newborn, but the animal that gave birth to it would have been about 6 meters long. And yes, white sharks, like many other types of shark, give birth to live young. That said, sharks evolved live birth completely separately from the evolution of live birth in mammals, and so the nuts and bolts of shark pregnancy are pretty different from what is familiar to us. Crucially, shark fetuses are not attached to their mother by an umbilical cord. They are attached to a yolk sac, which nourishes them in utero, but they also just eat. The mother continues to produce unfertilized eggs over the course of pregnancy, and the fetuses eat those. They also sometimes eat each other, and finally the mother produces a substance called intrauterine milk, which is this thick, white, waxy substance that the babies just drink, and it nourishes them before they are born. I bring this up partly because it's just super weird and interesting, but also partly because, contrary to what the name would suggest, white sharks are not usually this color, and Guana and Stearns think that perhaps this baby shark may have this white-colored cast on its skin because when the footage was taken it was born so recently that it was still covered in intrauterine milk. This and all my other content was brought to you thanks to my Patreon supporters, in particular besties Anton, Coleman, JD, Juan, Martin, and Michael, and the friends named on the screen behind me.